So good afternoon, everyone. I know we are starting right after lunch. I want to welcome everyone to the post-lunch session and to my panelists. When I was adding up, I think amongst the three gentlemen there, it was 100 plus years of experience in the industry when I was looking through the profile of the gentleman. So I think it's going to be a very interesting session and we would like to make it interactive. So any questions towards the end, please do sort of feel free to ask. So let's start with you, sir. So I want to introduce Mr. Sideris. He's a long-time veteran, more than 40 years. He's come to us all the way from Cyprus. I don't know, sir, how much time it takes to come from there, but it's a long journey. I hope you are refreshed, and I believe it's your second hour. You're a frequent to this particular forum.
Actually, I've been presenting at Elite Plus conferences for quite a while. Yes. So I'm very pleased to be back. So good afternoon. It seems people are still having lunch, but we have to start. If I can have the presentation, please, I'll straight away start. As I said, many thanks to the Elite team for having me again. It's a pleasure to present a new technology today to everybody. And it's a technology that CYPET has implemented on what it now calls its Pro series of machines, which is a machine range for high productivity production of PET containers. So a very quick introduction about CYPET. We are a technology company producing injection stretch blow molding systems for PET containers production using the single stage technology. We are a world leader in technology for large PET containers. Examples here is a 120 liter open mouth drum with a 400 millimeter neck opening. It is the world's largest PET container in commercial production. Other examples for the beer industry, 30 liter and 50 liter brown beer kegs, and the conical shaped 60 liter fermenter. But apart from large containers, we also specialize in integrated handles onto the PET containers so that there is no need for a separately molded handle to be purchased and assembled on the container. Here is a handle on a 16.5 liter size container, and handles as well as chimes and a tube for a PET beer keg. Whatever you see in silver here is PET, and everything you see around the neck is molded as part of the preform and is there, of course, after blowing the bottle. We are headquartered in Europe, in the small country of Cyprus, with manufacturing plants in Cyprus as well as in India. We have a plant in India for the Indian subcontinent market, and we produce in Cyprus the machines for the rest of the world. This is our global footprint. Each red dot is a country in which we have machines. We have customers in 18 countries on all 5 continents, producing 88 different containers ranging in size from 20 ml to 120 liters. So we have gained a lot of knowledge on PET processing through our sales history. We have world-leading technology on large containers, and we have established a specialty for integrated handles and features on the necks of the containers.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have a suggestion for Nidhi. We should keep Bharatji's session after the lunch. So, I am representing Aptar Pharma, India, for India and Southeast Asia. A few minutes on Aptar. Those who don't know, Aptar globally is a well-known company. I believe that most of you know what Aptar brings on the table. So it's around $3.5 billion US headquartered multinational company, present in 3 segments, basically Aptar Pharma, Aptar Beauty, and Aptar Closures, which is mostly into the food and beverages. Out of this, we started, it's around 75 years old company, started in 1940, listed on the New York Stock Exchange since more than 30 years. And India is the region of Aptar where we present all 3 segments. The 4th segment which I'm going to talk about is the CSP, active polymer. Just before that, you can see here the product lines we are present in different segments. When it comes to Aptar Pharma, we take a lot of pride in saying that we produce life-saving devices. So one of the devices what we produce in the US and will happen in India also is a unit dose. It's an emergency drug delivery system which can save lives from the overdose of the drugs. And because of Aptar, the government of US has made it OTC. So it's available on the counter now. We also make inhalers, valves, pumps, nasal sprays. Whatever is innovative and differentiated, there you will find Aptar is present. In terms of beauty, we have lotion pumps, spray pumps, fragrance pumps, pocket sprayers, everything. Closures is mainly into the food and beverages. And also a very...
So my name is Paresh and I am representing KHS Machinery. KHS Machinery is a global supplier of providing a beverage packaging solutions worldwide. We are 150 years old company. We have 10 manufacturing plants worldwide. Out of 10, 4 are in Germany, 4 are in Americas, and 1 in India and 1 in China. So I'm coming from Ahmedabad headquarters. We have a manufacturing place and offices in Ahmedabad. We have a sales office in Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and now we just opened up sales office in Kolkata. So today I would like to brief you about 2 innovations of KHS for PET beverage packaging. So one is a Plasmax coating and second is Nature Multipack, we say NMP. So what is Plasmax coating? Everybody knows that PET is a permeable material, so the gases can pass through a PET wall up to a certain extent at a relevant temperature from inside to outside and outside to inside. Why are we talking permeability today? PET is used for many applications, but when we talk about a very specific applications, let's say a sensitive product where the product is sensitive to the oxygen and other gases, which is not present in the bottle, and when it is packed in the bottle, then oxygen can permeate to inside the bottle and it can spoil the product. This is one example. There are many, but then we can also talk about a product which is already having a gas, let's say carbonated soft drink, which has a CO2 in the product. So the CO2 we also try to escape by time goes outside the PET wall, and then the CO2 content will reduce and it will reduce the shelf life of the product, or it will lose the fizz of the product or a taste of the product. So basically, why are we talking about this permeability?
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am a last-minute replacement for my CEO over here. As you could see, there was a paper chit passed on to him to introduce me. So let me introduce Manjushree first. Manjushree is the largest rigid consumer packaging company in India. We convert upwards of 200,000 metric tons of plastic every year. Adjusted for raw material, we do almost about 3,000 plus crores of turnover a year. 20 locations across India, and this year, plus the coming years, we are coming up with 3 to 4 new ones. So clearly a very big player in this segment. Yeah, So unveiling some of the myths in plastic packaging, I think over yesterday and today, a lot of my colleagues have spoken enough about, how safe and indispensable plastic packaging is. Yesterday, Wageshji also kind of made a passionate appeal to the people in this room that, we are unnecessarily getting targeted for something which is a really wonderful medium of packaging. So I think enough is said about this over the course of yesterday and today. Again, coming to being a responsible plastic packaging provider, I think India, even before the buzzwords like sustainability and recycling were invented, we were always a very resource conscious country. Recycling pretty much comes naturally to our DNA in our community. And I think, there is data all along that we are recycling upwards of 90% of our PET bottles and almost 50 to 60% of our polyolefins, which is HTP and PP. Even before this 2000, HTP and PP were very viable modes of recycling. PET, after 2010, when the technology kind of came through, we were using that in our making yarns for fabrics. And I think today we are also making polymers to recycle our bottles. Yeah, so coming to the environmental impact, again, a lot of negative publicity about plastics which has been done, as you can clearly see in this slide. I mean, paper, metal, glass, these days have been projected as environmentally friendly. But as you can see in these slides, the lowest carbon footprint when it comes to packaging is for plastic. Recyclability is